do me a favor. Say hello to Eddie Murphy, right over there. Stand up, Eddie. Yeah, he's right over there. Eddie.
If you're under 30, Eddie Murphy is a donkey.
Hey, wait a minute, I got a great idea. I'll stick with you. You a mean green fight machine. Together we'll scare the...
Shrek, the Nutty Professor. Daddy Daycare, a guy who makes family movies. Which means you missed it entirely. Because for about 8 years in the 80s, there was nobody on the planet bigger than him.
No one has ever been able to do what Eddie has done.
No one.
Successfully penetrate.
Goddamn rock star.
19 years old and cast on Saturday Night Live straight out of high school. The show was collapsing. Ratings gone. Cast gutted. Cancellation on the table. He saved it, more or less by himself, and he was still a teenager while he did it.
Because all you have to do is sing. It's something about singing. That's the business. You sing, women go crazy. Because Mick Jagger is an ugly motherfucker.
Then he walked into film and did something nobody had managed. 48 Hours, Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, Trading Places.
Who's that? What you want?
Police. We've had some complaints about con men pretending to be blind and crippled.
He didn't just star in hits, he became the biggest box office draw in the world and stayed there. And the stand-up is the part people forget. Delirious, Raw, 90 minutes in a leather suit in front of 20,000 people, and half the comedians working today can still quote it line for line. Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Tracy Morgan, ask any of them who the greatest is, and they don't hesitate.
Eddie Murphy, when you talk about Eddie Murphy was not just comedy. Eddie Murphy was stardom. Eddie Murphy was the definition of stardom.
That's the thing about Eddie Murphy. Every comedian who came after him is doing some version of what he did first, and they'll all tell you so without being asked. He's been famous for 45 years, never had the collapse, never had the scandal, just quietly kept being the funniest person in every room he walked into. So how good was Eddie Murphy really? Here's what the people who came after him say.
Probably the Eddie Murphy, 48 Hours, but across Eddie Murphy's career, I'd probably say Eddie Murphy was like the single greatest inspiration for me. It's like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
You gotta salute Eddie.
I've been trying to get Eddie Murphy to go do stand. Every time I work with him in a movie, I'm like, man, go do stand up. Because he's sitting there telling you jokes while he's standing with you. That motherfucker just sitting there funny, just in his regular life. He done said, man, some of the stories he told me, boy, I was on the floor laughing. I mean, had me dying. He told me one time John Amos was at a party. Remember from Good Time?
Good Time Day, yeah.
Said he had a whole suit on with a drink, and there was so many girls in there, they said he stepped right off in the water with the whole suit. They said he kept the drink up like this and got out of the water and just kept drinking like nothing happened. Drink, soaking wet.
You think Eddie will ever do stand-up again?
He should. He's the king of that shit, man. That's one thing about Eddie Murphy, man. His timing and the shit that he, you know. I seen him and Kevin Hart have some words. I don't know how real that is, but I seen them have some words, and I'm like, Kevin, you can forget it. This dude is Eddie Murphy's the king of comedy. He's king of stand-up.
But he hadn't done it in so long. It's like a surgeon. You don't stop, you know, like surgeon, like.
Think you can play football?
No! Not with two artificial hips. I got.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that when we got into it, nigga, I would have hurried up and found your ass. Nigga, Shannon, what the hell you on that motherfucking hip? Bam!
No, they good now. They good. I can't go below 90 degrees or something like that, but my hips are fine. I'm not in pain anymore. Now, you should have called me about 4 or 5 years ago when I was in pain. You could have got me then, Mike.
I can get you now, shit.
Not a chance.
Shit. I seen you up there playing with Crawford.
Yeah.
In the box.
I ain't want to mess his money up. Hey, I wanted to
You think you could have whooped him?
Oh, I'd have tossed him. Yeah, I could have.
See, you talking about grabbing a motherfucker.
Yes.
That's why
I had it. What you
That's why I said I was getting a pistol. Because that ain't fair. We supposed to be like this. Grab the man.
No, what I'm gonna do that for? It's gotta be quick. I got too much muscle, it's gonna be fatigue.
You gotta get rid of
it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
So we're filming this scene. It's about to be a very deep monologue scene, but the movie is a comedy. So I'm talking to Tim, and I'm like, I don't know if I should go too deep, how it should be. Eddie overhears, he steps in, he's like, this is a big moment in the movie. This is the moment where it all makes sense. You got to bring it home. So after I heard that, I'm like, oh, I got to be serious. Eddie said, I got to come with the acting. I'm about to give Angela Bassett. So I get into this monologue. I'm in the scene. I'm knowing it. I'm like, oh, I feel the vibe. I'm coming to the end of the monologue, and I'm like, I'm just going to reset once I get out of it. I'm just going to go back into it again. Out the corner of my eye, I see Tim. He getting a little emotional. I'm like, okay, I'm doing good. Then suddenly, Eddie's like, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, he's clapping? I'm killing this. So I break character, and I'm like, thank you so much. And he's like, I'm acting. You guys!
Girl, I did not expect you to say that.
When I tell you, I was like, Kiki, get it together. Go back into the
tickle, Eddie.
Yo, when I tell you he gagged me, he gagged me to the ground. I'm acting.
I was. My character was clapping like, oh yeah, that was it. But she thought I was clapping for real. She was like,
you wouldn't put Eddie Murphy on that list?
I wouldn't put him on that list as the greatest comedians, but
really?
I think what Eddie Murphy does, or I'm talking about, first of all, I'm not taking that away from Eddie Murphy, because what he did with Delirious was breakthrough type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Eddie Murphy and his movies, man, some of his movies, man, those movies would be nothing without Eddie Murphy. The Golden Child would not be a movie ever remembered, but because Eddie Murphy was in that movie, he made the movie. Standout talent.
Well, yeah, I think Eddie Murphy is the biggest rock star that came from stand-up comedy. In terms of just overall star ability, star power, able to bring the biggest crowds out, the biggest movies. I mean, Kevin Hart has done a lot, in movies, but not like on Eddie Murphy level. Like, he can't carry a movie like Eddie was carrying.
What do you think about Eddie Murphy when he said that he wants Eddie Murphy to do the Charlie Murphy parts? What do you think about that?
I don't. What I tell you now, that sounds like a dream, because I don't know that will happen, and we're not going to put that on air.
Well, he said Eddie brought it up. He said Eddie is the one who told him.
That's what he said.
Yeah, you didn't see it. He said Eddie told him, yo, you should do a Chappelle Show movie or something. And so then Dave said on the stage, he said, hey, yo, if I do that, you got to do the Charlie Murphy parts.
He's not lying. He really said that too.
Yeah,
Charlie Murphy really said that.
Lauren just reported.
No.
After I did the joke.
Look, children, it's a falling star. Make a wish.
So on Monday I came in and I go, who? They go, Eddie Murphy. I go, not in yet. And then they go, okay. They tell him not in yet. And then they call back. He calls again. I go, can't find me. And then an hour later they go, Eddie called. I go, I'm in a meeting. And they go, he says he knows you're not in a meeting. The Monday meeting starts at 6. And if you don't get on the phone, he's coming down here to talk to you.
Oh, he's gangster.
I go, Rock. He goes, you better call him. And he yells at me for about 10 minutes. He started with, can I say you stupid motherfucker?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Something along those lines. I'm off limits to you.
Yeah, but did you see Holy Man? Holy crap!
You wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for me, and you shouldn't be there. And I made that place, and I kept it on the air. Rock was listening on the other phone going like this. Like, it's not going well.
Hey, don't say that. We're friends now. It's not what I heard.
Eddie Murphy's calling for you after I did.
Eddie Murphy had the #1 movie, the #1 comedy special, and #1 pop song at the same time.
I don't think people even know that.
Wasn't even a joke.
Yeah.
Did it with, what is his name?
The song, Rick James.
Yeah, Rick James.
Yeah.
Did it with Rick James. It's the coolest video ever.
Yes.
He just rolls up into the studio and Rick is like, we're ready for you, Eddie.
Yeah.
And Eddie walks in, just murders it. All at the same time. I just don't think anybody realizes how crazy that is.
First of all, I know.
Will never be done again.
I've been well aware of Eddie Murphy and the rocket that's been attached to the bottom of his feet throughout his career and just what he's been able to achieve. So
nobody's even close. Dude, he was 22 during Delirious.
To be more careful. Everybody got to be careful, man. Eddie Murphy. Got to be careful, Eddie. You can't be out there like, man, don't be picking up them Transformers. And you can't pick me. You got to leave them Trans Ams alone, man. I'm serious, dog. And see, and Eddie didn't explain himself too well, did he? He didn't explain himself too well. But see, I know what happened. It was Saturday night, and it was live. He just got caught out there raw by Beverly Hills Cop. His best defense was that he was delirious because he was up for 48 hours. He was looking for the golden child. Instead, he found the Nutty Professor.
I get a call from the guy who runs Paramount, and he says, "So what happened?" And I'm like, "Nothing yet, but I'm going to set it off in a minute." And he says, "No, on the set." And I'm like, I'm not working today. I'm off today. I went out to Jersey to find out what was up. And I found out that Eddie and John Landis had a misunderstanding on the set. And John Landis, the director of Coming to America, quit. And there was not going to be a Coming to America. Knowing Eddie, I know that you don't lecture him or try to talk him out of whatever he's decided on. He has a very strong personality. So I didn't even talk about it. I just went out to check on my friend to see how he was. And I made myself a screwdriver, a little orange juice and vodka. And I asked him if he would like one. And he looked at me like I was insane because Eddie doesn't drink. He still doesn't drink. And I reached in my pocket and grabbed a small baggie. I had a few joints that a friend of mine had given me. And I lit a joint and sitting smoking. And we all laughing, me and him and his cousin Ray and the whole gang. And while I'm talking, he looked at me and he said, "What's that like?" This? I said, "Try it." So I gave him one. And he looked at it for about an hour and a half. So eventually he smoked it. He tried it, and I taught him how to inhale. I'm sounding like a bad guy. I'm sounding like the Superfly of all the comedians. I got some drugs for your ass if they want some, But basically, that was the first time he ever smoked. And we never discussed what happened with him and John Landis. I think 2 days later, they talked and worked it out. And we finished Coming to America.
I'm actually another stand-up comedian. I'm not saying like I'm one. Do you think Eddie Murphy should do another stand-up? And if he did, do you think it would be successful? And don't use the cool "I'm Eddie, my man" shit.
No.
Yo, listen.
No, this is probably the most different response you're going to get from any comic.
Yes.
So one of my things, and I've said this before.
Right.
One of my things when I have like writer's block, right? Yep. I'm trying to write. I have writer's block. Sometimes I'm stuck. I can't get the pen moving. What I do is I write as if I was somebody else. Okay. Just to get the pen moving. So it's material I could probably never use because it doesn't really pertain to me.
Right.
But it's just so I can get the pen moving.
Right.
I have written an entire hour of stand-up for Eddie.
Okay.
Just because I had writer's block one night.
Right.
And I was like, what if I was Eddie? What would I talk about?
Right.
And I started writing topics. And it's like, I look and I'm like, oh shit, I got both sides of the page full.
Right.
So whenever Eddie ready, I'm ready to be like, yo, you could use some of this.
Right.
I only ask that I be the opening act of the tour.
Right.
I think his standing in comedy is solidified, could never be changed. He's on Mount Rushmore.
Absolutely.
So I think that just as far as a fan is concerned, I would love to see him try it. I think he's been away so long, it wouldn't be what we think it would be. It wouldn't be the same level that he left. It would take some time. It's a lot of work to get back to where we remember him leaving.
Right, because like Dave Chappelle, he takes little breaks, but he comes back. Yeah. And it's like, this nigga's funny.
I'll let you know a little secret.
Let me hear it.
Dave never takes breaks. We just don't see him.
We just don't see it.
He's in little small towns, just like my brother. My brother will go to like Tupelo, Mississippi.
Right.
And do a month of shows.
Right.
And nobody sees it.
Right.
But he's never not working.
Gotcha.
Dave's the same way. Dave will go somewhere and lay low and just do shows.
Right.
And only the people in that city will know.
That's right.
And they lock up your phone so you can't tell people about it.
Right.
And he works. He never takes breaks.
Right.
I met Eddie Murphy for the first time. I was very nervous.
Man.
And I blew it.
What you did?
I didn't blow it. I'm friends with Chris Rock.
So I see Chris, and Chris is talking to him. So I'm looking at Chris like, double Dutch me in there, man.
Yeah.
I gotta fucking meet the king. You know what I mean? He's
Yep.
an all-time legend. But, you know, I don't know what mood he's in. I don't know what he's temperament. I don't know what he's like. My eyes are twitching. I'm doing like weird, like sign language that means nothing to nobody.
Trying to make eye contact.
Yeah, I'm like
just
looking at Chris.
get me
Like I
in.
was talking to Chris for like 30 minutes. I'm like, come on, bro.
Get me in.
And then he kind of gave me like, are you okay kind of look? And then I was like, that's enough of an in. And then Lamorne Morris is like, you got to go first. I'm like, you're dark skinned. You go first. You're blacker than me. You go first. And I was like, come on, you're cooler than me. And then I started blinking weirdly at Chris. Then I got in there. I don't know what I said. It's totally like blowing it with a girl on the dance floor at prom kind of feeling.
Yeah.
I was like, you're funny. And my hands sweaty. You know what I mean? And then I ran away. I just went, and I ran away.
It's your daughter Jasmine.
Yes.
And Eddie Murphy's son.
Eric.
Yeah. So did they just get engaged?
Yeah, they just got engaged.
Do they have the date already? Let me know, because my suit in the hand. Let me know. Hey man, with you and not Googling or the net worth, but we know you got some bread. We know that Eddie got some bread.
Right.
Who pays for this wedding?
Well, Eddie said I got to pay for it.
Who, you?
Because he said I got to pay for it because he paid for his last daughter's wedding, like the last 6 weddings. So
What they got to do with you?
Wow. But he said it's my turn now. So,
so you can feel it.
So I don't mind. I don't mind.
I heard that, man. That's gonna be a lot of talent in that room, bro.
My favorite Eddie Murphy story, we're at a club, and this white woman walks up to Eddie and goes, "Oh my God, I've never kissed a black man before. I've never kissed a black man before." And it's Eddie in a big-ass entourage, like real Eddie, and he's got his leather on, and Prince is there, and Rick is there, and the woman goes, "I've never kissed a black man before. Can I kiss you?" And Eddie's got all his bodyguards there, and Eddie looks at her and goes, hey, you can't start at the top. You got to kiss one of these broke niggas first.